Hello, 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 and welcome to Twitter Mondays with the PeriGirls. Yay! Welcome, everyone. I am so glad you are joining us, whether you're watching this live with me, hello, 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 or you are watching the replay, the recording. I am so excited to welcome you all. And thank you to the PeriGirls, because thanks to them, we are here every Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific on Periscope. Yay! How are you? I am Sabrina Cadini. I am part of the PeriGirls, which is the largest online community of female broadcasters. Hello, everyone. Now, before I forget, make sure that you share the broadcast. You know what you have to do. You just click on the three little dots on the bottom right of your screen and you share with the entire world of Periscope and Twitter. Hello, Carmen, how are you? So nice to see you. So today we will be talking about the advanced search feature on Twitter, and you can see the title up here, right? Hello, Pat, how are you? So much, so wonderful to see you. Advanced search. Hello, how are you? So nice to see you, Carmen. So why do we want to talk about advanced search? Because there are a lot of people who don't really know how to search things on Twitter. And they always tell me, oh my goodness, Twitter is so crowded. It's so overwhelming. I don't really know how to find things. There are so many tweets coming out every single second. And I don't really know how to spot the topics of the subjects or the hashtags that I want to look for. So how can I do that? Should I give up? A lot of people lose their hope on Twitter, and I tell them no. Not at all. Don't give up, because there is a solution. Hello, Short 211. How are you? And it's right inside your Twitter app. It's easier than you think. People think that they need to download like software programs and they have to use third-party tools to search on Twitter, but you can just do it from your computer. And what I recommend is the use of the advanced search feature on twitter.com. Now, you can't really go deep with your search on mobile, so you can't really use the search function on your phone or on your tablet, because that's where you click on the little magnifying glass. I'm sure you know that. But that only gives you a very simple way of searching for accounts or hashtags. You can search for a word, but again, you cannot go very, very deep. What I will explain to you today will be the advanced search feature on twitter.com, which is what you do to access Twitter on your computer. So I will switch the camera and I will give you a quick tutorial on how to perform an advanced search, and you will see how easy it is, and you will see the potential because when you have so many different values that you can use in order to perform an advanced search, you will be like, that's perfect. What was I thinking? Now Twitter becomes my favorite platform, right? So it's very easy, and I will show you step by step. Awesome. Now let me ask you, Carmen, since you're here with us, have you ever used the advanced search feature on Twitter? If yes, type 1. If not, type 2. And if you have used it, let me know how easy you find it. Because again, at the beginning, I was a little lost, but then I realized the power in this tool, and I use it very often to search for specific accounts, for specific things that are happening, like events or two. Okay, awesome. So I'm glad you're here so I can show you how to do it. And also for Twitter chats that maybe I was not able to participate in, I was not able to join in, and so I just search for that particular chat in a specific time range, which is amazing. Again, you can just get away from all the noise and all of the crowded tweets on Twitter and just pinpoint what you are looking for. Okay, so let's switch the camera here and I will show you my computer. So this is the page of the advanced search, but actually let me go back and show you how to do it. So if we go to the Twitter homepage, which is this one, for me, you will see a search Twitter on top. I hope you can see that here. It's probably cut, but there's a search Twitter on top. So I will just enter a random page like PeriGirls, and I will show you what happens here. So here, let me move this. Okay. This is basically the page, the results of the word that I entered in the basic search box. I entered PeriGirls. And so this is what Twitter gave me regarding PeriGirls. So it gives me some people, some accounts, and I see Nina Mills, I see the PeriGirls, and then it shows a list of tweets. And you can choose whether you want to see the top tweets that are talking about PeriGirls or the latest tweets, and how you can do it right here. So you have the choice of top tweets, of latest tweets, of people who are using the word PeriGirls, pictures that have the word PeriGirls, and videos or news or broadcasts on Periscope in this case. Okay, but we want to go a little deeper with the search. We just don't want to stop there. So thank you, Twitter, for giving me some results, but I want to have a more specific result for what I'm looking for. Okay, so what we want to do is to click on the show link in the search filters area, which is here in the top left area of your screen. So we will click on show, and we see a list of choices basically that we can still use. So it's a little more advanced option, but we want to go very deep with the search. So what we want to do is click on advanced search. Okay, then you see here, and it's like a link. So you just click on this link, and yes, okay, Carmen, so very easy, and boom, we're back to the page that I showed you at the beginning, which is called Advanced Search. Now, there's a lot to do here, as you can see, and don't be confused or don't get lost, because I will explain each and every section, so it's easier and you will get a better idea on how to use this tool to your advantage. So as you can see, there are different sections. There's the words section, there's the people section, there's the places section, and the dates section. So we have 4 sections to work with and to play with. Okay, thank you. And then you have your big search button that you will click on when you are ready to ask Twitter to give you the results of your search. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning, and let me tell you each section what it means and how you can use it. Okay, the first one in the words area is all of these words, as you can see. Okay, so you see here all of these words. So this means when you enter specific words in this box, Twitter will search for tweets that contain them all, like for instance, New York City restaurants. So Twitter will show tweets that have all of these words, tweets that have New York City and restaurants. So again, try to be a little more specific, otherwise you will see a lot of tweets that might not be very relevant to your particular search. Okay, and then I know, right? A lot of things you can do. And then the next one is this exact phrase. So what does it do? Basically, Twitter will search for the exact match. Like, for instance, if you, Carmen, are looking for Caribbean travel vacations because you want to spy on your competitors and you want to see what they're doing with their offers, with their services, with their products, with their packages, right? So you can do a specific search and you can enter like Caribbean travel vacations. So if you enter Caribbean travel vacations in the area that is labeled this exact phrase, you will only see results with these words in that exact order. So again, be very precise and know exactly what you're looking for. So if you enter Caribbean travel vacations, Twitter will give you tweets that have that exact phrase, Caribbean travel vacations, and the order and the words will be in that exact order. Okay. Next, we have any of these words. So what happens here is that you enter different words for what you're searching. Like, I don't know, you can enter PeriGirls, comma, Joanne Femme, comma, thank you, Perioki, etc. Okay, so these are the search that you're doing for Perioki from the PeriGirls, and you want to see if Joanne Femme was ever in Perioki, right? Something like that. Hello, free to laugh now. So nice to see you. Okay, so Twitter will show you results with the tweets that contain any of those words. They don't have to be in the same order as we were saying, as we were talking about this exact phrase, but it will show you results that have those words. So any of these words, okay? Next is none of these words. So as you can see, this search page really gives you a lot of different options so that you can really pinpoint the search that you are performing. So none clump pamper me. I love that handle. Hello and welcome to the PeriGirls Twitter Mondays. So none of these words is for you to include any specific words that you want to exclude from your search. For instance, going back to the Caribbean travel vacation, maybe you want to enter winter. You enter the word winter. I've always wondered if Joanne, I know, right? So maybe you can do that. You can perform that search and see what comes up, right? So you can enter like winter in none of these words. And so it means that if you're not looking for things related to that winter season, Twitter will not show you the tweets that have the word winter in the search results. Does it make sense? I hope you're here with me, right? You're following me. But I think none of these words really helps the search results to be less broad and more specific, right? If there's anything that you're not looking for, but it might be in the results, put it in, right? That is a lot of info. I know, it's very useful, okay? And then you have the next one, which is these hashtags. Excellent. Another powerful section, because in these hashtag box, you will enter the hashtags that you are looking for. Maybe there's a specific hashtag. It could be a Twitter chat hashtag like PeriGirls Chat, right? Discover our fun. Hello and welcome, right? So enter the hashtag or the hashtags that you're looking for, and results will include those specific hashtags. And then the last thing that you want to take a look at in the words area is written in, and it gives you different options for languages. And it opens different, this pop-up. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Oh, you probably can see that. That's weird because I click on it, but basically I clicked on it and for some reason it doesn't show on display, but it gives you a plethora of different languages that you can choose. So for instance, if I select English, that's what it will give me in as far as the results. So it will give me results only in English. If you're looking for tweets from France and you're looking for something specific to a location in France, you can select French. So it will give you tweets that are coming from people who are tweeting in French. Again, one more thing that you work on during your advanced search. Okay, so this is the words area. Now let's move to the people area, because again, you can be very specific with specific accounts. So the first one you see is from these accounts. And these three boxes are pretty self-explanatory. Wow, so you can even change the language. Yes. Isn't it cool? I love this tool. I use it so often on Twitter. As I was saying, the three people boxes are pretty self-explanatory. So from these accounts, you will enter the accounts that you're looking for. So Twitter will display the results from one or more specific accounts. And then the next one is to these accounts. So it means that Twitter will show tweets directed at one or more particular accounts or users if you enter them, right? So if you enter at Go Rice Girl, I'm talking about Joanne Femme all day long today. If you enter at GoRiceGirl, it will show you tweets that were directed at Joanne Pham. Okay? And then the third one, mentioning these accounts. In this case, whatever you enter there, Twitter will show results of tweets that mention those specific accounts. And this is a very useful way for you to see who's mentioning you. Maybe you missed some tweets, like, I don't know, let's pretend you were on vacation between the 1st of January and the 10th of January. You were out of town for 10 days. You decided to completely unplug. You were not checking social media. Now you're back and you want to see who mentioned you during that time because you want to thank them. You want to follow them. You want to see what they're doing and maybe create a new relationship, right? Start a new friendship, continue the conversation. So what you want to do is mentioning these accounts. And you put your handle. Very easy. So you will see all the tweets that are mentioning you, and we'll see later in a few seconds how you can be a little more specific with the date, because you can enter that time range, January 1st through the 10th. So you will see who talked about you on Twitter during the time you were on vacation. That's super cool, I would say, without getting lost in the gazillion of tweets that you have on Twitter. You don't even know where to start, right? So this is the people section. Now we will move to the places and dates section. So I will just move that here and scroll down. So here we are with the places section and the dates section. Now this is a key area because, again, with the date section, you can really select a specific time frame on Twitter. Because, again, when you scroll down on your timeline, you can probably go down, I would say go back to probably a couple of days before, depending on how many tweets you receive. But for me, and I receive a lot of tweets because I follow a lot of people, I can usually go back to a couple of 2-3 days at the most, and then it stops and it says, that's it, tweets back to the top. And I can't go back in time unless I use this advanced search tool that allows me to see the tweets during a particular time range. I hope that makes sense to you. So in the people section, in the places section, you have near this place, and then here you can add a location. Okay, so you will enter the relevant locations for what you're looking for. It could be an event, right? So you enter the location. It could be New York City because there's something that you are looking for in a specific area. There are so many tweets. I know, right? Sometimes it gets like too overwhelming. You're like, oh my goodness, you know what? I'll just do something else. I'll go back to Twitter tomorrow because now I have a headache, right? I hear you. Yes, it can be very overwhelming, but with this advanced search tool, you're good to go. So again, places, you can add a specific location if you're looking for tweets that are related to that particular area. If you have a brick and mortar store, for instance, and you want to see who your potential customers could be, right? I know, Carmen, I'm sure you relate to that, right? I was the same. So if you have a specific location that you're looking for, you add the location. And I know that Twitter gives you results for about, I think, 15 miles radius. So that's really helpful. And then also the dates. This is such a powerful area. I think it's the most powerful because, again, you can go back in time and just find the tweets that are relevant to your search at any moment, right? So you enter the range of the tweets. So when you click on in the box of the date, see it comes, the calendar comes up. So you can go back and forth and just select the time. So for instance, 1st of January to, and we go to 10th of January. So this is the time range that we are selecting for our search. See, it's very easy. And it really helps you, again, pinpoint the search that you are performing. As I was saying, I use this tool very often because when I search for like a Twitter chat that I missed because I was busy, I had meetings, but I want to go back to see what happened, and maybe it was like a week ago, it becomes a little difficult to find those tweets on Twitter. So if I put the time range, I usually use a 24-hour window. So for instance, if the chat was on December 15th, I entered December 15th to December 16th. So I put like a 24-hour time frame, and I can see if something happened even after the chat, because sometimes people tweet and respond and participate after the chat is over, like I do sometimes, right? So I can see what happened in the next 24 hours during the chat and after the chat. But if you want to be more specific, then you can just do the day. Now, let me share a ninja tip here that I hope you can use. And I'm sure by now you probably realized the power of this tool, but I have two ninja tips. The more information you give to the advanced search tool, the better results you can get. This is ninja tip number one. So if you're looking for a specific Twitter chat or hashtag or a particular account, don't just stop from these accounts or to these accounts. Also enter, I know, right? Also enter words that you want to include in the tweets that you want to see, or also include the location, or also include the language, or also include the time range, right? So give more information to Twitter. So the more information you give to Twitter, the better Twitter can help you with the results, because you give Twitter a lot of information. So Twitter will go like, okay, so she wants this particular thing. I will not give a broad result, and then you have to still filter, and you have to still sort, and you have to go through the Twitter, and maybe you have like a result of 2,000 tweets, and you're like, no, that's too much, right? But if you are more specific and you use more than one box in these different areas, you can get very specific results. Now, once you are receiving a result, so let's do a very basic search. Let's search for the chat from last week, PeriGirls chat. So I will just enter PeriGirls chat in these hashtag. I will leave English. Let's see, from the key specific, absolutely. And then we will just do the, let's see here, sorry, I click on the wrong button. Let's try again. So we will do Saturday the 12th, and it doesn't take it. I don't understand why, I'm sorry. Okay, now I know, because I selected a time. Okay, let's see if we can go back. Okay, so I selected 12th of January until the 13th of January, which was last Saturday until Sunday. And then I'm doing a very lousy job by entering just a few information, because I don't want to take too much of your time. But I'm searching PeriGirls chat between the 12th and the 13th of January. Okay, so let's click on search, and let's see what Twitter gives me. Okay, so now it gives me a range of results. It gives me people who talked about PeriGirls chat, and I see the hashtag in their accounts, right? And then I have the tweets that happened during the chat. Now, remember what I told you, you can go to the top results or the latest results. So if you click on latest, you will get the results from the chat, in this case, between Saturday and Sunday from last week in chronological order. So you'll see the last one on top, which is here from Julie Jordan Scott. Hello, Julie, if you're watching the replay. And so you can go down and just take a look and see all the tweets. And then you can do whatever you want with the tweets that you received. Now, another ninja tip. I don't know if you can see it here. I really hope you can do. Okay, hello, how are you? So nice to see you. You can see like 3 little dots here, right? Can you see them? I'm circling them with my cursor, and they are on the top right of the page on twitter.com. This is the page with the results that we performed, okay? Hello, Go Rise Girl. We were just talking about you. You know, we're just having fun with you. So these are the 3 little dots that I was mentioning, and I'm circling them with my cursor. So if you click on this, thank you so much for inviting people, Joanne. So if you click on this little icon, you will see 2 different options. So you can adjust the search settings, as you can see. Or you can save the search, which is fantastic. So you don't have to go back to do the same search tomorrow when you decide to go back to those tweets you're looking for. So if you click on save this search, you will have it in your Twitter account. This is so cool. So this is another ninja tip that a lot of people don't know about. They just perform the search and then they use whatever they need and then they forget about it. And then the next day they're like, oh my goodness, I wanted to go back to the search and find another tweet that I remembered and I don't know how to get there. So they have to do all over again. They have to start all over again. But with the save option, you will have your search results right there, ready for you, unless you want to change some information, some settings. That's a different story. But if you want to keep the same search and maybe show it to your team members because you're performing a search for your business, for your company, I don't know, whatever you're using the advanced search for, when you save it, you'll have it there. So you don't have to worry about performing another search. Okay, so I really hope this is very helpful. So going back to the page, this is what you want to do. So when you are doing a search, you will just enter a very basic word in the search area on top of your screen, and it will give you this little box on the right, on the left hand side of your screen. Hello, Heart Tribes. Thank you so much for inviting and retweeting. And you will click on advanced search and it will take you to the advanced search page. And that's where the magic happens, because there you will be able to enter as much information as you want and as you need for Twitter to give you specific results for your search. Okay, I don't know if you have any questions for me. I really hope it was great and pretty explanatory, and I really hope you'll be able to use it to your advantage, because again, the advanced search feature is something that not a lot of people know about, but it's such a powerful tool for your Twitter strategy. Okay, Go Live Ninja, hello, so nice to see you. Now, time for a challenge. You know that I always want to give you like homework to do so you can implement the tips that we share every time, and hopefully you can become a pro on Twitter. Not hopefully, you will become a pro on Twitter, right? With all these Twitter Mondays that PeriGirls have to offer you, right? Yes? Type 1 if you agree with me. Absolutely, Carmen, my pleasure. So let's talk about a challenge for you today. So what I want you to do is you go to the advanced search page on twitter.com. Remember, you can't find this on your mobile device. Unfortunately, it's only on desktop one. Yay, Carmen, I'm so glad to hear that. So go to your advanced search page and search for something that you want to find on Twitter. It could be related to the PeriGirls, it could be related to your business, whatever you need to do for your business. I don't know, anything. And then when you have the search done and you see the results, save the search and then tweet it out and say something like, "Ooh, I am so glad I found information about this thing." It can also be something that you're promoting for your business. Wink, wink, right? So you're tweeting out something that relates to your business and it talks about, for instance, Carmen, some travel packages. And you're like, "I found more information about this travel package. Let me know if you want to know more. Let me know if you have questions, or let me know if I can assist you with your next vacation." Something like that. Hello, Joanne. How are you? Okay, make sure that you tag at the PeriGirls and at Sabrina Cadini so I can see the tweet and retweet, comment on it, and celebrate a little with you. Okay, wink, wink. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I am so glad you were able to join. I am so glad that you are able to watch the replay. If that's the case, I will see you on the PeriGirls chat. You know that every Saturday right here on Periscope from the PeriGirls account at 9 a.m. Pacific, we'll be talking about great things this week. And I will also see you next week, next Monday, same place, same time, 11 a.m. Pacific, for another Twitter Mondays tip. Don't miss it. And don't forget to join the PeriGirls. This is the largest online community of female broadcasters. You have to join us at perigirls.com. It is a free community, so don't delay. Join today. It's filled with love and it's filled with a lot of fun. Almost 10,000 ladies from all over the world. So, I mean, what's the topic for next week? For the next Twitter Mondays, I can't remember right now, but I think, if I'm not wrong, we'll be talking about TweetDeck, which is a Twitter tool to follow conversations on Twitter, to participate in Twitter chats very easily, and I will show you different columns that you can create in order to be more present on Twitter. So stay tuned because I will have a lot to share about it. Thank you, Joanne, for watching. Thank you, Carmen, for being here, and I will see you next week.